discipline of continuous improvement at every level, built on a singular question: how can we do better today than we did yesterday? This movement must reach the counties where the services citizens need most, including health, water, agriculture, and healthy childhood education are delivered. I urge my good brother Abdullahi and the county governments to mainstream productivity, to benchmark relentlessly against one another, and through the Council of Governors to adopt a county productivity framework. And the Commission and the Steering Committee should work with them. And it should be a whole of society effort. Just as Kenya once mobilized around universal education, infrastructure, and digital inclusion, we must now mobilize government, private sector, labor, and academia together around productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, today we adopt a bold productivity reform agenda. We will re-engineer performance management to measure results, not activity. We will invest in human capital and transform the culture of service. We will tie reward directly to productivity, and we will marry fiscal discipline to productivity so that every shilling collected from taxpayers generates maximum value. We will harness technology under a one government data-driven approach, and we will build the governance and financing necessary to sustain delivery. I have listened very carefully to the chairman of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, and he has said something very profound about moving our revenue as a percentage of GDP from 14.5% today to 20%. Mr. Chairman, I want to persuade you, we move it to 25%. We can do it. We can do it. Revenue as a result of GDP in OECD countries, my friend is here, is on average 35. The highest, I think, is 45. We are at 14. I mean, we cannot develop this country that way. And let me persuade you to look at things a bit differently. Many people did not believe that we have resources that we can use, Kenyan resources that we can use to drive some of our most consequential infrastructure development. You know, many people thought for us to do any consequential development in Kenya, we have to go to the World Bank or IMF or banks or borrow from friends or get bilateral loans or things like those. Let me give you one example that is real in Kenya. We have built 300,000 housing units. We have built 480 modern markets, and we are building hostels for 180,000 college and university students in Kenya at a cost of $9 billion. Not a single shilling has been borrowed from anywhere. It's all our national resources. It's all our money. I mean, somebody will ask, where was all this money? We just mobilized it. Us, the people working, you know, with just 1.5% We have mobilized resources that is transforming Kenya in a very, very fundamental way. Check the skyline of Nairobi. Check the skyline of every city, Eldoret, Mombasa, Kisumu, Kakamega, Thika, wherever. The skyline is changing. Not because we got some windfall from somewhere, because we were deliberate and intentional. So it is possible for us to do this. We just need the courage to do it. You know, the courage to do it. And if there was anybody who was in doubt as to what Kenya can achieve in a very short while, that doubt should be erased. We can do it. So when I say it is possible for us to transform this nation from where we are to a first world country in a generation, it's not talk, it's reality. It is what we can do. Yeah, it's what we can do. And that is why, Mr. Chairman, I wish I had more time for this meeting. But I will create, I have already told you, I am giving you and the steering committee an appointment for Monday, 3:30, because all the recommendations you have read here, we must implement each and every one of them. And I have also some ideas on how we need to do this. I have some ideas. Yeah, because I've been thinking about them and how we move this country to the next level. Don't worry about all the other stories. I made up my mind a long time ago that we are going to change this country. It doesn't matter the consequences and all the other issues, because for far too long we have made peace with mediocrity at the expense of our nation. There is absolutely no reason why Kenya is where we are today when our peers, Singapore, Korea, Malaysia, are in the first world. What the hell are we doing in being a third world country? Honestly. You know? And people want to make it, oh, it's okay, you know. It's not okay. It is not okay. We have too many people living in squalor. We have too many people who have no jobs. We have too many people who still sleep without a proper meal. We cannot continue this way. We have to change. And it is possible for us to do it. I want to persuade you that it is possible for us to change this nation. We have the resources to do it. We have the means to do it. We have the human capital to do it. And if what we have achieved in 3 years is anything to go by, we can achieve a lot more with the momentum we have built. I am very, very confident about the future of this nation. I will repeat again, good people, we must believe in ourselves. We must believe in our country as we believe in God. This we can do. You know, there are very many people who don't believe in our country. They believe in something I don't know where. You know, you find people very negative about Kenya. And they are Kenyans. I am wondering, so you want to belong to which place? You think who is going to give you their country? You hate yours, so that who will give you theirs? Nobody. If there is a problem in Kenya, let's fix it. It's our country. We must fix it. You know? Whatever it is that is there in Kenya. And I'm telling us as a people, let us work together. We must protect our country. We must focus on our development. And we must never allow things that take Kenya backwards, you know. I hear some people, the other day I saw some people there saying, oh, we want to shut down the country. Or we want, we will defend the right of everybody because we are a country that believes viciously in order. We are a civilized nation. We are an organized society. We believe in the rule of law. We protect everybody's right. It is right for every citizen who has an issue to petition or to protest, and we must protect their right to do so. We must also protect the right of our children to go to school and learn, and our farmers to go to the farms and produce food so that we don't sleep hungry. And the business people, we must protect them to go to work, to do business. We must protect every worker to go to work so that we can raise our productivity. So we must protect the right of everybody so that we have a functioning, civilized, orderly, democratic, constitutional nation. And we are going to do it together. The public service, the legislature, constitutional commissions, our judiciary, the executive, and on that mission of protecting the rights of everybody, I will lead that charge. I will be right at the forefront. Yeah, because that's how we keep our nation as to what it is. And the one thing that is not going to happen is that people will be mobilized to destroy property or to cause chaos or mayhem. That will not happen. Children will go to school because it's their right to go to school. Workers will go to work because that's how we raise the productivity of our nation. And businesses will go open their businesses and grow our economy. And farmers too, and everybody, so that we can take the nation forward. The distance between where we stand today and where we aspire to be